The rocks are huge, clinging to each other in an eternal bond that ensures their survival. As if to emulate them, there is a home overlooking the huge monoliths. A home for the abandoned, for the homeless, for the destitute old women, named Seneh, meaning eternal love of compassion. Group Captain Atul Chandra Barwa established Seneh in the year 2011. The land and the building were donated by him. The residents are all old, some as old as 90, some infirm, some visually impaired, some differently abled, some victims of dementia, some were mentally deranged till they were treated and made capable of leading normal lives. Like the stones overlooking, they cling to each other, do all the household chores by turn. Cooking, swabbing, and gardening, knitting, weaving, singing and dancing, doing early morning yoga, praying, celebrating, eating, and helping each other. They live like sisters. What were their lives earlier? Let's have a look on the few latest entrants. Here is beaming Poornima, radiant and full of energy. Only a year back, she was battling for life in a street corner. Her legs swollen so big as if they were elephants, foul-smelling liquid oozing out, flies hovering. So bad was her injuries that parasites were found crawling in the wounds. When we heard about her plight, we rushed to the spot, picked her up, and took her immediately to the hospital. The doctors in the hospital gave her a few hours' life, but providence saved her. She survived, but the doctors found gaping holes in her heart. After she was brought back to Seneh, with loving care of her nurses, her wounds healed miraculously. We later took her to the renowned heart surgeon of Nemcare hospital. The good doctor found her heart beyond repair. And then the miracle. Let's hear the good doctor.
Mrs. Poornima Rahwa, she is a middle-aged lady. She was brought to me in a very critical condition in the month of May 2018. And symptomatically she has improved from class 4 to class 1 to class 2 symptoms. That means almost like a normal person. And which was really unbelievable. And now she is under a regular follow-up and doing her works.
Let's look at Kusum Deka, ever smiling and energetic. An angel with a peculiar gait. She was lying on the pavement opposite a famous city hospital with a scanty belongings strewn here and there. Some young girls took pity on her, gave her water and food, and informed us about her. We rushed, helped her stand, literally lifted her and brought her to Seneh. Her eyes had cataract. She was absolutely undernourished, so much so, she had hardly any strength to stand. After our care, today, she's a bundle of energy. She trots like a hare, quite often dragging her feet. Here is Rahima. She does not remember her name. Seneh has christened her Rahima. A month back, she was lying below a flyover, heavily wounded, unconscious, and completely lost. She was picked up and rushed to Guwahati Medical College Hospital's emergency facilities. Some emergency medications and 2 bottles of medicated fluid infusions revived her. She has injuries all over her body and also few ribs broken. After some emergency dressings, she was brought in an ambulance to the premises of Seneh. We started working on her. The first challenge was to clean her up. Her knotted hair had even nails and dried human excreta embedded in it. Look at her protesting shrieks when her hair was being chopped. Then they bath. And lastly, dress her up and bandage her wounds. Gradually, she is coming around. Unfortunately, the wounds on her toe is refusing to heal. The best solution, according to the specialist of a local hospital, is to ampute her toe. We decided to give regular dressing a try. It appears to be working. We found her mentally unstable, but that will be looked into later. What Seneh is doing today is the tip of the iceberg. There is so much need to be done. Seneh is taking a few small but firm steps in other areas too with its mere resources. Moved by the sufferings of the very poor attendants of the cancer patients of general ward of the local Dr. B. Barua Cancer Hospital, Seneh has been providing free the morning cup of tea with a short snack every day for more than a year now. For more than 3 months, it is also distributing free lunch to them as and when the purse allows. To encourage the girl child, Seneh is providing financial help to the meritorious students of a rural school where all the students are from the poorest of poor backgrounds. A survey conducted by Seneh depicted the despicable state of menstrual hygiene of the young girls studying in remote rural schools. 4 days back, a program to distribute free sanitary napkins to a target group of 300 young girls studying in remote areas has been launched. Few months back, a one-time project was undertaken to plant 200 saplings in a flood-devastated village. Moved by the plight of the villagers, uprooted by the destructive floods of Morigaon district, Seneh organized a flood relief camp at Mayong, where free foodstuff, clothing, and medicines were distributed. The spirit of Seneh is amply depicted by the resolve of this lovely young girl who has been rescued from the house where she worked as a free full-time housemaid to earn her meals and fought all odds to study in a village school. She has become a part of Seneh family and presently burning midnight oil to cope up with her studies in a prestigious school here. Whenever she meets her adopted grandfather, she greets him like this, saying aloud, "I have the will. I will do it." Her aim in life is to become an Indian Police Service officer. Her radiant smile probably tells it all. Touching lives, giving hope, which is Seneh's motto.